Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, what's up, everybody? It's been a minute. It's been a while since we've done, one of these hang out on a Monday afternoon and build stuff, but the stars aligned. I don't know what it was. The stars aligned for us to have like a build and chill Monday. We're going to try to keep this to a reasonable length, at least get through the important stuff at a reasonable length, and then maybe we can hang out for a little bit and like goof off. We'll leave chit chat and goof off to the end, to the end of the stream. But we're here today to do some mother trucking building, and I'm pretty excited about it. Not building. Setup. We're officially calling this a setup stream. That's the only way and truthfully way to say what we're going to do today. It's a setup. We're setting it up. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, do the question in the chat just because I'm interested, but it seems really evenly matched. It's like 28% of you, yes, billet box. 35% of you, no, don't billet box. 36% of you want to billet box. I feel like that's so crazy evenly matched. So keep voting. Keep voting. I know, Pam, I had to change my shirt. I'll explain why I had to change my shirt, Pam. I was gonna wear a white shirt today, but it didn't quite happen, Pam, and I'll explain why. But it feels good. I feel good being back doing just this stream on a Monday. Now, I'm not promising this is gonna be a regular thing, but I'm getting back to the original root of the fun Monday build stream that I had, where it was just one product for maybe like an hour, and then we just did a deep dive on that one product, set it up, vaped it, discussed it. That was a lot of fun, and if you were here at the beginning, you watched it with your own eyes like I did just get completely out of control. Like over the course of the next 6 months, we ended up like transition. It was just more and more products, longer stream, and then it was like, well, nope, now we're building. And then it was like the last build stream I did was those framed staples. So let me tell you, after experiencing the discipline and the patience and the prep work and the skills that it takes to do a framed staple, having experienced that, I cannot call this a build stream, because that, Duchess, you're right, that's building. What I'm doing today is setting up. So, nomenclature aside, thank you guys for being here. I'm excited about this. I'm excited to vape this Keo. I learned today that it's called the Keo and not the CO. I don't know why anybody was letting me get away with calling it the CO, but it is the Keo from Mark Todd, who's in the chat today, so no added extra pressure. That's fine. That's fine. I watched the introduction video twice, just to make sure it all got in there. Once, I watched it, and then the second time I kind of watched it passively because I was setting stuff up. But I think I have an idea of what this is. And what this is, what we're doing today, we might as well just get down to it. Look at that. Would you just look at that? That's the Keo from Mark Todd Essentials. Mark Todd. So, it's going to be a restricted, flavorful vape. That's what I'm expecting. I've heard a lot about this. I've watched a lot about this. I've been told a lot about this, I've been told a lot about this. Hang on, there's got to be an echo happening. Okay, now that's much better, right? Okay, and there's some chill beats playing. Okay, now it feels like a build stream. Sorry about that. Look, it's been a second. Yeah, there was an echo. Sorry about that. At least I caught it right away. I think I caught it before the chat even said echo. So what we're here to do today, apart from really talk about how great the mustache is looking, because I think it's looking great, and I can't wait for it to get back. I can't wait for it to really grow in. It's gonna be spectacular. So that aside, okay, now let's do the CO. Boosh. Look at that CO. Sorry, Keo. Keo, much better? Sorry about that. Sorry about that echo. I tried to catch it real quick. Let me know if the music gets too loud or too quiet, or if you want to hear more. This is from the Relaxed Movement on YouTube. CO. So I have a billet box set aside for the CO. I've been told a lot of things about this airflow, the airflow inserts on the inside. I don't think I'm going to be using the airflow inserts on the inside. I gave it a few dry toots, you know, as it were, off of a billet box. Feels restricted lung. Honestly, when Todd says that it's kind of har-ish, I don't doubt that. Without even vaping it, I kind of don't doubt that, because the airflow felt like restricted lung, like restricted lungy har airflow. I was undecided as to what milligram I was going to put in here, and that means a lot. And I think I'm going to go with 3. I think we're going to try to run this as a restricted lung. I was kind of operating under the impression that the restricted lung would be like a GrimmGreen mouth to lung. So if I was going to put 12 milligram in here, I think I could get a good mouth to lung with this airflow. But I want to try restricted lung 3 milligram. Anyway, that was a long way to say we're doing 3 milligram going with the restricted lung. Restricted lung. Don't even have my lower third. I'm so unprofessional here. So unprofessional here. Now, this all kind of comes apart, presses together. It's just sitting right now on a boxer because that's what we're going to be building it on. And if I pull this off, boosh, there's some hot deck action right there. One post is taller than the other for some reason. It makes sense if that's how you wrap your coils, and even if you don't, it's fine. Airflow comes right in the front. That slots your little airflow right there. And there is an Ultem insert that is 3. The music's too loud for my voice. All right, appreciate that. There is 3. The airflow insert is 3.6 millimeter airflow holes. And when I heard Todd say that in his video, I went, okay, so no, I'm not going to be using that. I'm not going to be using that. We're going straight restricted lung. But I watched how I'm excited to do this. Like, I feel like I've done my homework and I'm excited to jump into this, but that's the deck. That's your juice well. There's 2 little, sort of channels right there. It's just way too loud. Should I just kill the music completely? I can't not have the music. I have to have the music. So I'm going to pop this. I guess I'm just going to leave this on here. It's great because one thing I already instantly love is it's 510 threaded without needing an adapter. Keeping track of adapters, no thanks. It's ridiculous. Is the music better? Still? Wait, Dane B, are you telling me it's too loud still? Okay. I feel like it's just silent, and that's fine. I feel like it's whatever. It's fine. It's silent, and that's fine. Look, so the first build stream back. Well, there's going to be some dangle clacks, and the rest of this, as I will show you, is just press fit with O-rings all held together. That's where your liquid's going to be coming down through those 2 little holes. Airflow in through that little slot right in the front. This comes apart. That's where your liquid's going to drop down. Boosh like this comes apart. Tank. Front fill. There's a spare one of these as well. One of these, silicone inserts. Guess we don't need to do a full show until, let's see, how does this open it? Can GrimmGreen figure this out? Yes, he can. Look at that big fill hole. Look at that big P. Basardo hole. Now we're going. Cameron, I know it kind of does look like that post is crooked, but I was waiting for somebody else to chime in. And then this top part is all one piece, and I like that it's machined out on top. And I know that it's machined out on top to like help keep the weight down, but I also feel like that might add a little bit of liquid capacity in there, You might get a little bit of liquid capacity out of that as well. So I'm going to put this back together. What on earth? Is everything terrible? Okay, music is done. Now I'm going to wait 30 seconds for it to catch up. But if you guys are going to pick a message for me, just make sure it's a focused message. Every other person was like, it's fine, it's too loud, it's fine, it's too loud. Now it's fine, now it's too loud, now it's fine. So let's just pause for a second and make sure that we're firing on all cylinders before we keep going here. I'm going to check that post, Cameron. I'm going to check it. I hate silence. Silence is the worst. What about now? Just checking this post while we make sure that everything's okay. Oh, I don't know that it was crooked. Maybe it was a little bit crooked, but it's not now. It looks good. It looks good now. So, I have a coil set aside that I've been wanting not I've been wanting to, but I've been wanting to use his coils, and I feel like today is going to be the day. Yeah, Rick Martin, the music's too low now. Get out, Rick Martin. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. Oliver, I thank you for saying that it's better without the music. That actually puts my mind at ease just a little bit. But I feel like we need the music to mood, you know? Exactly. Devin, we need the music to set the mood. Here we go. You know what? If you got to the stream, forget the first 13 minutes. We'll just start over right now. I'm just kidding. Let's put a freaking build in this. Let's just do it. The post is nice and centered. I got my tools, and I have a coil picked out, as I said. Oops, this isn't screwed down all the way. I have a coil picked out, as I said. I just haven't used his coils yet. And I'm excited to use a bearded Viking custom mouth-to-lung alien 2.5 millimeter. I think it's going to be perfect. I'm going to add a wrap, and I think it's going to go in just fine. So let's open this pit up. Posts. Holes are present. They're not gigantic, but then again, you know, this isn't a cloud chasing RDA. This isn't from Cloud Chasers Inc. You could fit a framed something in there, maybe a micro framed something, you know? Honestly, I feel like you don't need it for this. But then again, this is my first experience with it. So let's grab a bearded Viking custom mouth-to-lung alien. On standby, I have a Twisted Timmy's coils that I was previously using in the, the Abyss. The Abyss and the Ether Bridge for the Abyss. But I pulled it out of there, and I liked it so much I kept it. So I have like a gently used Twisted Timmy's coil. Let's just square up these leads before we put them in there. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the opposite way of how I wrapped this coil. And okay. Oh, look at that. It's going in. That's what she said. It's going in. That's what she said. Real nice, Todd. Real nice. How you expect me to work with that? I'm just kidding. Is this for your tool? You're supposed to put your tool in there? Because if so, then that works pretty flawlessly. If so, that works pretty flawlessly. What I liked is Todd's like wicking technique that evidently he stole from somebody else. I'm going to retighten that 510 pin in the bottom. I was tightening down that positive post. It seems to wobble just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. That feels confident. Much more confident. This is going to be great. And we're going to vape it outside of a billet box because Mark Todd said you can do that. And if you can, I want to. Look at that coil. Not bad. Or Ian Thomas. Yeah, vertical. Do a vertical coil build. Vertical coil build. Get out of here. That's pretty funny though. You could do a micro vertical coil, you know? Micro verticals. Okay, I'm just gonna do some trimmings, you know. All right, we're trimminged. Let's see what this is gonna. See what this is gonna come out to then. Oh, 0.47. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like that didn't Todd say? Oh, that's my favorite. 0.4. Now we're at 0.47. This was destiny. In fact, you know why? You know additionally why this was destiny? Now that we have a build in here, it's because I've been itching, I guess, a little bit to do another build stream. And when the Keo came in, I thought, lift the coil up a little bit. All right, I'm on it, Pam. I thought, oh, this would make a cool, fun, you know, build stream. And then I was considering it on Friday. Like I told Casey, I think I'm going to do a build stream on Monday with that CO, and I was calling it the CO, with that CO that I got from Todd. But I'm not sure if I want to do it. And then over the weekend, my iPhone, listen to this. Hang on. This is so great. We have to switch scenes. My iPhone reminded me that 6 years ago on this day, I met Todd. Hey guys, Todd here. I met him in Ireland at the, the Vape Fest Ireland. My phone reminded me, and I took that as like the final sign. That was the final sign that this stream needed to happen, as my phone reminded me that this picture existed. Look at us. Look how great we are. And see, that's when I was trying to do the full beard. Obviously, my mustache looks way better than GrimmGreen trying to rock a full beard. But look at us. This was literally like we met, and then this picture was taken 30 seconds later, and then a whole flood of people walked in the front door. And that's the story of the picture with Todd. I thought that was funny. I was like, should I do the build stream? And my phone's like, yeah, you should. Take this, universe. Anyway, that was a sign from the universe that this build stream was supposed to happen. Had to happen. Had no choice. I would have been struck down or something if I wasn't here trying to build this right now. So Pam says I should lift my coil up a little bit. So I have no reason to not believe her. I'm gonna lift the coil up a little bit. Look at all that clearance. All right. Let's check this resistance, 0.47. Not gonna do 50 watts. I'm assuming, well, wattage is one of those things that I like to adjust to taste, so I'm not gonna commit to a wattage for a 0.47 just yet. But I'm definitely gonna lower it for glowing. Come on, baby. You just got hot spots all underneath you. There we go. There we go. See? Just a little patience. A little strumming. Hot spots in the bottom. Hot spots in the top. All right. Look, that install I feel like is a perfect 10. Perfect 10 install. 10 out of 10. Aren't the leads supposed to be the other way around? Whatever do you mean? I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. If I would have flipped it over, it would have been the same thing anyway. It's because these coils were wrapped clockwise. If you wrap them clockwise, your under lead is always going to go to the higher post. If you wrap them counterclockwise, it will go the other way. but it doesn't much matter. I mean, truly and honestly, the bottom lead going up, let's see how macroed we can get. The bottom lead going up in there, it's no big deal. Like, have you ever, like, I'm not trying to sound condescending, but literally every RDA ever, I mean, not RDA, every RDA ever, but for years, we were constantly pulling our bottom leads up to a hole. Always up to a hole. Even on some like good modern RDAs, you're still bending, you know, anyway. 10 out of 10. I agree, Ian Thomas. Thank you. That, you know, thank you. I appreciate that. 10 out of 10. But now we have to wick it. Now we have to wick it. And actually, that's the part I'm most excited about. Just because it looks so neat the way that Todd wicked it, where he did that little, you know, that little tricky deal thing. I'm going to be using the BP cotton again. And this isn't, you know, this isn't like a paid thing or anything. I just ended up with some new BP cotton, BP Mods Pro Vape cotton, and I kind of can't get enough of it. Is that too bright? BP Mods Pro Vape cotton, it just comes in ropes, but the ropes are perfectly, you know, sized for 2.5 millimeter. So there's no peeling or cutting or anything. It's great. I feel like it's great. I feel like it's great. Jake, that is a, you know, I use a ceramic because I like to pulse it while I strum, and sometimes if you do that with metal, you know, it'll short out. I mean, look who you're talking to. I would be the guy that's gonna ruin my build using using a stainless steel brush. Right in, easily done. It's not too much. It's not too much resistance. It just feels so perfect. And a 2.5 millimeter. Oh, perfect. I can't express my love for the BP cotton enough on video, I guess. If you build 2.5 millimeters, hi Becca, appreciate you being here. If you build 2.5 millimeters, Rick Martin, are you my Rick Martin, are you my voiceover? Are you my Arrested Development voiceover? And that's when it all went wrong. So, the cotton method that I saw Todd do was pull these to the back and trim them with the edge. And I just love that. Pull these to the back, trim them at the edge. Boom. Oh, okay, look. He said it doesn't have to be pretty. I watched his video. He said, doesn't have to be pretty. I'm not going to continue to do my terrible Mark Todd impression. It doesn't have to be pretty. I see, I end up going into Vic. I'm going into Vic. I might do a little bit of fluffins and thinins. Rick Martin says that's not nearly enough cotton. I disagree. I think this is going to be a tremendously perfect amount of cotton. Might do a little thinning. It's okay, chasing clouds. Thing is, I'll be right here for the replay. Just light thinins. Just the lightest. Just the lightest. Some light thinins. And I'm going to hold the cotton in place so I don't yank it around, you know? Maybe I'll give this side a little bit, you know. Look, I want this to be good. I want this to be right. When I get this is, the Keo is one of those things where like when I first got my very first Nemesis, I thought, this is too nice of a mod for me. Too nice of a mod. I'm going to have to put something real nice on here, you know. Ended up putting my K-Fun on it. I kind of feel that way with this CO. I feel like, damn, this is like a nice bridge here. You know, a lot of thought went into it. A lot of thought went into the airflow. It's a nice high-ish, end-ish. And I want it to be right. And I want to do it good. You know, I want to vape it You're like, yes. And then so what I saw Todd do was grab, I'm sure you guys have seen the video, he grabs them and stuffs them into the juice well behind, behind and next to those posts. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. Yeah. I feel like that's a perfect little boop right there. I feel like that's kind of a perfect little boop right there. And then, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. And they just go in there so perfectly. So, boop in there. Right? Looks like a smiley face with a mustache. At least that's what I see. Freak show media, but like GrimmGreen said, it's not a big deal. Deal with it. Still work fine. Okay, you mentioned my name, and so Dane B. I was trying to read that. Apparently, it has nothing to do with me. That's fine. Carry on. The chamber is very small. Yes, the chamber is very small. I'm trying to keep that in mind. That's why I went with the 2.5 millimeter. I know he said you could put a 3 millimeter in there, but I don't necessarily want to push this to its limits. Like I said, I want to use it properly rather than just, try to distort this or bend it to the way that I like to vape. And then you grab a little bit of this cotton back out, right? At least that's what I'm told. Did I have too much cotton in here? Trying to pull some of this cotton out. But I'm messing it up. Look, it just takes practice, okay? It just takes practice. And a little bit of skill. Okay, there, I got some of that out. See? Skill. And then you have to cut this part off. So far, so good. I feel like that's so far, so good. And then I have to cut the rest of that wick right off of the end there. It's going to take a little bit of, TLC, a little bit of tucking and pushing and fiddling and doing things with things. But that's one side. That felt good. Felt good. That was like trimming a bonsai tree, Too bright, too washed out. Hang on. Better? Is that better? Better or worse? Number 1 or number 2? Okay, I'm just kidding. Yes. Bitchin'. Now I just need to do the other side. Just waiting for the thumbs up from Todd. I'm just kidding. It's a little bit of it's a little bit of a process. But I want to do it right. Yes. Success. And you can't, while you're doing one side, you can't mess up your wicks on the other side. Okay. I'm going to do a trim. See, I'm trying to make it look too nice before I even put, liquid on it. And that's dumb because the liquid's going to honestly help keep the wicks in their respective clumps and or wicking portholes. No, enough is enough. I have to trim this off my vape mat right now. This will not stand. This aggression will not stand. Liquid time. Okay. There we are with the wicks. I saw all those thumbs up, Ian Thomas. I very much appreciate that. I'm going to get some liquid on there and, get them to where they need to be a little bit better. Becca. I do not have the time to answer that question right now, and I'm sorry, I have not used a TF-V8 Baby Beast tank in probably ever. Ever. Maybe someone in the chat can help you, Becca. The liquid we're going to be using today, just because he was on my mind, it's vinyl and vapor, straight cuts, back off, a sweet and savory 3 milligram tobacco. You know, it's that time of year where I like tobacco flavors, which means, you know, it's between January and December, I guess, because I vape tobacco flavors year round. But really in the fall is where we get really into the savory tobaccos and bakeries. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's pretty great. Todd said it doesn't have to be pretty. I guess I need a little bit more separation between them, or I don't know. I don't think so. I feel pretty excited about this. I apologize I'm not more help, Becca, but maybe someone in the... Oh, okay. Don't make... The dude reviews. Don't make it nice, just vape it. Cut the tails a smidge from the edge. You do not want anything sticking out. It won't sit straight when you put it together. All right. Thank you for that, PSS. PSS. When was the last time I called you PSS? Let me do a little bit of just wick adjusting here with my little flathead screwdriver. You know, as Pam said, I don't want anything poking out. All right. And away we go. All right. And away we go. Let's see if it's creates any vapors here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. All right. Let's get the rest of this. Let's get the rest of this together. I'm gonna put this just in here, right? There's nothing else I need to do. It should just go right in. Correct. And it's not gonna short anything. Perfectly reading. Is still reading a 0.47. That's it, and I can fill this up now. I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till it's in the billet box. Or should I just fill it up now and we should vape it outside of the billet box? No, let's put it in the billet box. Since we're up close, let's put it in an actual billet box. This is going to go in Harold. Harold is my my first billet box. It's seen Harold has seen better days, but Harold was gifted to me in Utah by a dude named Harold on the vape tour, so I named it after him. What's the version 4? Now, hang on. Inside, I guess I just want to show you. You do get spare lots of things: O-rings, screws, the airflow. The airflow insert isn't there, that peak insert. You get a tool, you get spare, grommet for the thing, and then you also get this condensation guy. And I've been strongly, strongly urged that yes, you use this condensation guy. It makes a world of difference. From what I've heard, it makes a world of difference. And it goes on, whoops, thusly, if I have the bottom here, and I put it like that, correct? Look at that precision airflow chamber that's kind of just been created, and then it goes boosh right into that little slot, right at your coil. All right, that's cool. So this should all just go in here now, right? In. What up, CO? It's in. Now, also, like Todd, I am using a drip tip that is like a hybrid cap drip tip thingy-ma-deal for the billet box. So you don't have to do the two things and then the drip tip, and then this is just the drip tip. So now that it's together, let's get a battery in here. We'll wait for that. We'll get that moment of truth. Moment of truth. 0.82. Okay, what happened there? What happened there? Why is it a 0.82 all of a sudden? What's going on there? What's going on there? All right, let's put this back on a boxer. And then if this reads 0.8 on the boxer, then what did I even do? Hate billet boxes, Iggy. I hate them. Hate them too. Hate them. Okay. It's reading the same on this now. Okay, that's correct. This just read a 0.79, so I went, okay. 0.79, 0.82. Now let's put you back in. I mean, and look, it's a tight fit in there. I'll say that. I can get it in and out. It's a very precise fit, I guess is what I will say. It's a very precise fit in there. So this should still read the same thing then. 0.8, 0.8, 0.79, 0.79, 0.78, 0.79, 0.78. I feel like that's fine. What is that jumping? I mean, it should be more consistent than that. It could be that my screws aren't completely screwed down tight enough. That's an option. But I mean, really, the difference between 0.78 and 0.80 is minimal, is zeroness. So we're a little bit higher than we were going to be, but that's okay because we added a wrap to it. So we're going to fill this up. Oh my God, we're so close to vaping it. This is going to be great. The flavor, the flavor hype for this is a very real thing. I think I got it as full as I can. It's like all Boro bridges or whatever that have this sort of... What other ones have this? The Vape Snail, the Cubics. You have to do a little bit of, like, as Todd said, kind of roll it around to get the liquid, to get the bubble up there. But that is a completed CO. The coil said a 0.7 on the tin, Dane B. Did it really? Was I reading a 0.4 for the duals? Yeah, those are good. Oh, yeah, holy shit. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm wrong. Dane B's right. It did say 0.7. A 0.7 single. Look at that on the mouth to lung aliens. I don't know why. It's whatever. I'm just glad we ended up at the right resistance, and I'm glad that it didn't, short out or anything in any capacity. So, would you look at that? It's done. It's completed. It's been built. Look, that didn't even take that long. That was only like 40 minutes. That was only 40 minutes of yammering and building. So now, here's, as they say, here's where the rubber meets the road. That's a saying, right? Has anybody in vaping ever used that? I'm just going to do some good housekeeping here and pick up some stuff. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Here's where we're going to vape, taste, try the Keo, which I had been pronouncing wrong. Thank you, Pam. Keo. Okay. Like, it feels a little bit soupy right now. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, God. It's my wicking. It's my wicking. It's my wicking. It's my wicking. Well, we might be doing some extra wicking. It's literally everywhere. Oh, I filled it, Pam. You want to see? It's my wicking. It's my wicking. Look at that. It's just flowing out at this point. Okay. That has to be because of my wicking, right? I mean, there's no other explanation. Oh, the juice is really helping that bridge stay in there. There's no other explanation, right? So, look, we're going to rewick this. I'm going to leave this tank full and upside down and rewick this. I feel like maybe I need to use more cotton. What do you think was the issue there? I think it was my wicking. I mean, I really feel like it was my wicking. I mean, that's just a soupy mess in there. That's not enough liquid. That's not enough cotton, right? It's not enough cotton. Density. I made it look too nice. I know. I should have listened to you, the dude reviews. I did. I make it look too nice. It's not your wicking. You just can't brim it. Turn it upside down. Open the plug. Close it. And vape it out. Really? I can't brim it. Look, Pam, you have yet to really steer me wrong. If you believe it's not my wicking, I want to verify this. I want you to look at this wicking again with your own eyes and tell me to my face that it's not my wicking. Because I honestly feel like that, especially on this side, it's just very sad and sort of, I don't feel like it's floofy enough or big enough. You know, I feel like I need more cotton in there. I did it correctly before I split the wick. Really? Thank you, Ciro. Appreciate that feedback. Always appreciate that feedback. The cotton is enough. It's just the ends of the wick that need to fill the juice ports. I'm gonna do Pam's technique of vaping this out of here. If she says it can happen, it can happen. She said I can't brim it. So we're flipping it upside down. You can't brim it. Let's whip this out of here. Let's see what happens at this stage. Vertical. There's a bubble. Bubble. No gurgle, no slurp. No gurgle, no slurp. No gurgle, no slurp. Let's wait for a second. If it comes out the front again, we're rewicking. We're rewicking. I feel like it might not. Maybe it wasn't my wicking. Maybe it was not my wicking. I split it like that because that's what Todd did. Maybe I just didn't do it well. Maybe I didn't do it properly. But when I watched Todd's video, Is the Wiz, that's what he did. So I thought, oh, that looks so cool. I can do it. Oh, yeah, John, we're going long for sure. We're going long. It's not leaking. It's not doing a dang thing. So I'm gonna Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel the helicopter action. I can feel it slurping on me now. Tony says it's not sealing right. Nah, that's okay. We're gonna rewick this real quick. Because that's what happens when you're live. So, give me uno momento to yank these out of here. Yeah, maybe I need to use some more cotton. I'm gonna go give this a real quick rinse. Talk amongst yourselves, hang out. Oh, really? Just stop at the first step, no tails. First step, no tails. First step, okay. I'm on board. Really, first step, no tails. First step, no tails. Okay, I will be right back. Tails. No tails. Really? No tails. Look. No tails? You say no tails? I'm going to do no tails. Now, where'd my boxer go? I need a platform for this. Hey, I'm going with the expert in the room. We did the first step with no tails. So I'm going to eliminate the tail step, even though that seems like the coolest step to me, honestly. So we're going to eliminate the tail step, and we're going to do the original tuck and call it good. See if this works. Look, we'll get it. Yeah, what Tony said, it isn't sealing because cotton on the ledges. Okay. Look, that's fine. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that that feedback. Pull, 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 pull. Okay, it's real snug. It's real snug. All right. Boop. We're going to pull it back. We're going to cut. Oh, Pam. Excellent call, Pam. What would I do without you? I actually think there was something else going on in there. Okay, that should be okay. That's a hard lead to clip. It's just a hard mother to get in there. Let's see if I can. Well, I certainly scraped the hell out of my deck. Boop. Okay. Let's do some quick thinnings, or maybe I don't need to do any quick thinnings. Do I need to do any quick thinnings? All right, so listen, where we ended up with this poll. Yes, 28% of the viewers live billet box. No, 35% of the viewers live do not billet box. And 37% of the live viewers want to billet box. Probably not after watching this. Probably not after watching this. You're probably saying, never mind, I actually never need to do that. Just looked a little bit extra for me. So I'm going to do a little bit of thin-ins. It's just a real satisfying feeling, you know. Just fluff. Okay, just fluff, no thin. All right. What's the difference between a fluff and a thin? I'll tell you. Okay, well, ended up with some stragglers here, but we'll take care of those, no problem. All right. Here we go. Okay. First step, no tails. Oh, good Lord, I was not in focus at all. First step, no tails. That's how we're going. That's how we're rolling. Okay, if you're telling me. Boop. First step, no tails. First step, no tails. It's all exactly Swamp Thing. It's all good fun. Here we go. This is why the rug. This is why the rug won't go to mouth to lung. It's too complicated. Too complicated. All right, first step, no tails. You mean to tell me I can put this in that bridge or in that tank and it's going to work? It's going to wick to the liquid's going to get there? First step, no tails. Happy to have you here, Casper. Hit me up. I want to know about that. Leave it there, but don't fill the tank to the top. All right. The tank, no danger of that, Pam. No danger of that because the tank has emptied itself all over my desk. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to throw a little bit of liquid on the coil, but I'm not going to like flood it or anything in here. I just want to put a little bit. Oh, I can hear my stomach rumbling. I need to eat lunch. Okay. Then it's going back in. Yo, Devin Van Buren. Oh, shit, what up, Chad? Oh, shit, what up, Chad? Back in. I've still got some liquid. Todd's probably just cursing my name right now. I can just sense it. I can sense it. I can sense it. I'm sorry, Todd. I'm sorry. You know I have the best intentions, but I am also GrimmGreen, so there's going to be some clacking involved. And it's going to dangle everywhere. Okay. It's back in. It's flipped back over. I don't know if this is going to work. So far, no slurp. So far, no slurp. Okay? I might just throw it in the Happy Monday, Broken Ohm. I want to give a shout out to Broken Ohm. I'm going to embarrass Broken Ohm right now. What up, Broken Ohm? Shout out to Broken Ohm. Broken Ohm Facebook group. What a great Facebook group. It's my favorite. Head over there. Go to the Broken Ohm Facebook group. I'm feeling confident with this. I've seen a few bubbles happen. I'm getting no slurp. I feel like this is a winner right here. This is a winner. So we're gonna get this back in the actual billet box. So we are going to get this back in the billet box. Suppose hypothetically that I did wick it to loose. Don't you think I'm gonna go back in there and hypothetically wick it correctly? Oh, that's right. Just clean out the old billet box, you know. Get in there and vap it. I'm trying, Breezetoes, I'm trying. Stop rushing me. Acting. Okay. Okay. I feel good. Feels good. Reading still perfectly at a 0.8. No slurp, no slop. I saw like a few bubbles happen, and I'm still getting no slurp and no slop. When it was pretty apparent before, like it was pretty evident. You could feel the beginnings of slurp happening, of the slop beginning to happen, but this feels completely different. So disregard the tails, I guess. I thought that was like a pretty slick little thing, but I guess it's a matter of, no, you maybe don't need those little tails on this. I've got it at 20 watts, 0.8 at 20 watts. I'm going to leave this door off just for easier wattage adjustment on the fly, but let's give it a try. After an hour, exactly 1 hour in, we're finally vaping the Keo. I mean, yeah, that tastes great. It needs more wattage. Oh, Todd. Oh, Todd. 24 watts, 0.8. Okay. Okay, Dane B. I get that. So far, so good. Did you hear crackle? Did you hear some crackle in there? Yeah, dude, it is it's a restricted lung. My definition of a restricted lung and Todd's definition of a restricted lung are super different, and not because I think I'm better or anything like that. It's just super different just from having different experiences. He's vaped more restricted lung, high-end RTAs, and my idea of a restricted lung is, you know, more like the Type 2, which turns out isn't that restricted. This is I would say, true pure restricted lung. When it fires. Whoa, that was just really bizarre. It just suddenly didn't fire for a second. The flavor is top-notch. Rich, dense, really very saturated. The airflows are really nice. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The flavor is top notch on this. The airflow, I do really like this restricted lung. This is a very, very delightful restricted lung. Never mind. I was going to say the airflow felt a little bit sharp, but maybe if you drag on it really, really hard, it gets a little bit sharp. But if you take a normal human toot on it, just a little bit more delicate, back it off just a little bit. It's not a cloud comp. Back off a little bit. Smooth. It's a smooth airflow. It's restricted. I still think the lethal is restricted. Pam, don't give me a hard time. I think the lethal is restricted. I'm going to put the lethal on here. There we go. I still think the lethal is restricted. And I guess I don't, you know why I have, do you know why I have a weird messed up view of what restricted lung is? It's because for a very long time, I vaped RDAs and RTAs that had no resistance, like just air, just, you know, nothing. For years, it was just cloud chasing. So I feel like I've been to the upper echelon of like the most airflow possible. And so like, I feel like anything less than that is restricted. You know, anything less than a Cloud Chasers Inc. RDA with 5 8mm airflow holes, anything less than that is restricted. This still feels restricted to me. It doesn't feel nearly as restricted, obviously. Oh, yeah. But that is, when I say true restricted, true restricted. Dane B asking, compare it to the draw of your other bridges. It's hard for me to do that. I don't run a lot of really restricted stuff. I would compare this to the Kirch. Similar level of restriction to the Kirch. But the airflow on the Kirch, sorry, Dylan, the airflow on the Kirch is noticeably sharper. And it didn't actually feel sharp to me until I felt this airflow on the Keo, and this is smooth. This feels hollow, this feels smooth, but it's very, very similarly restricted. If that helps, Todd, Dane. Sorry. Dirty Doug, out of all the bridges you've used, what do you think is the best for someone getting back into rebuildables with a billet box? I would say the Cubics. Grab a Cubics. That thing kind of rules. It's kind of a banger. And it's real, inexpensive. Mr. Just Right One had the truss as well. That's a pretty straightforward bridge. Not a lot of bells and whistles. Not really what I would consider to be one of the better bridges, but it's a solid, it's a very fine bridge. But honestly, the Aspire Cubics, it's going to be difficult to get in the United States. I don't know where you are, but that's what I would go for. Good evening to you, Vaping Mank. Mank? Vaping Mank. Yes, that and the fact that you were drawing on tighter stuff the same way you would loose stuff made it feel more restricted. Yes, Dane B. I appreciate you being here, Dane B. Making an excellent point right here. This is something that Kent Hill and I have talked about in the past, and that is the idea of draw velocity. So how hard are you dragging on it? And that's what I say when I say, you know, it's not like a cloud comp. You don't have to pull really hard. And that's a lesson I've learned really, really recently with billet box bridges. I mean, almost exclusively with billet box bridges, but I try to hit every billet box bridge like it's an RTA, you know. And some of you can, like the Vape Snail, the Mission Orbit, you can hit this like it's an RDA. It's smooth. It's delightful. God, that is a good vape. This, don't hit it the same way. With a restricted lung, you just gear down a little bit, you know? You you pump the brakes, you just gear down, you relax your draw, and it opens it up and keeps it restricted, keeps it smooth. I'm not sure if what I'm saying makes any sense, but just pull it back a little bit. Pull it back. Yeah. Oh, how could I forget the Pioneer? Oh, of course, the Pioneer. The Pioneer, hands down. Draw compression. Compression. I like the term velocity, but I guess you're creating a vacuum like in that little chamber, right? That's what you want, you know. That's where you want the magic to happen, is in the little chamber. This is spectacular right now. Spectacular right now. If anybody has any questions, ask away. Otherwise, I'm going to hit this just a whole mess of times because I'm enjoying it so much. And then, now that we've only gone, look at that, 108. That's not bad at all. Then we might wrap this up. What's up, Mike? Hello to Scotland. Flavor, really smooth airflow. My initial wicking was a bad idea. I think the wicking technique is sound. I think my execution of it was poor. I think my execution of it was a poor execution. Real good. Real good. Hey, who's that? Is that face meat? Is that dry oatmeal happening? I knew that was going to happen sooner or later. I feel like you've been absent a little bit, face meat. Like, where's face meat been? Look, you might have started whatever, you know, joking around. You have a responsibility now, bro. Like, people expect to see you. You want monetary compensation? Is that what you're going for? To be in my streams? I'm just giving you a hard time, face meat. Appreciate you, bro. Casper. So I started having this happen, and I realized why. If you push the tip of the bottle straight, it causes the issue. But if you point the tip towards the side of the fill port, it's okay. Yes, straight in seems to be the issue. What I try to do is pull it off to the side now and pull it out, like so that the tip of the bottle is just inside the threshold of the entrance, you know? Just in the threshold. So it's not in, it's kind of right there. Where to the point where if you pulled it back like a millimeter, you'd lose it, like it would fall out. Like I try to keep it right on that edge, you know? Right on that edge. Listen, SVK vapes, I couldn't possibly hand out any banana stickers at this point. It's literally been in my hand for 8 minutes. Let's see, 10 minutes and 27 seconds. But I will say it's been a real enjoyable 10 minutes and 27 seconds. Question. You know, put it on my tab, I guess. Is that an option? I'll pay for it. But I'm a little bit short this month. I'll pay for it. Can we split it? Can Todd and I split it? Really enjoying this. Eric's tobacco back off is a delicious flavor, and it like this, it had been sitting kind of waiting for the perfect moment. Today was that perfect moment. Man, that is a restricted lung. I'm going to point everybody to this for restricted lung. This, like Todd's got restricted lung down. I had no business releasing what I would call a restricted lung tank. I had no business doing that. This is pure, true, good restricted lung. It vapes like the har. If I could get, me personally, look, if I had a wish list for this, I would have just a little bit more airflow. Just a hair. Just a hair. Just give me a hair. But honestly, no. It's fine as it is. Don't give me a hair. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, Todd. Don't listen to me at all. I'm really enjoying this. Really very much enjoying this. How's the Swedish coil? I don't believe it is a Swedish coil. I believe it is a South African coil from Bearded Viking Customs in South Africa. It even has a proudly made in South Africa on the inside. Crackle City, Utah. It's Crackle Nation. It's Crackle Revolution happening in here. Fuck yeah, Keo. Fuck yeah, Billet Box. I love this. The Herald is going to become my Christmas Billet Box when Christmas time comes around, but for now, it's got heavy aluminum honeycomb panels on here that I just love the feel of it. It adds a like a roundedness. You know, it's not like a flat Billet Box door. It's more like the stock door, so it adds that hand feel. Just heavy. Just weighty. Just heavy. And I like it. I'm hoping that somebody in the chat can hear the crackle that happens. I'll mute the music so we can try to hear some crackle. Come on. That is Crackle City, Utah. That's Crackle City, Utah. Chunkmeister, I owe you a shout out from like years ago, bro. Shout out to Todd for sending this my way. Todd and only Todd. Nobody else. Just kidding. Thank you for getting this into my hands. As I said before I started the stream and at the very beginning of the stream, I'm still going to do a full review for this. Full, quick, a full 10-minute, whatever, beginning to end, banana stickers, the whole deal. I just wanted to do kind of a setup for this today live because I was feeling like I wanted to go live and it just happened to work out. The stars aligned. My iPhone reminded me, like so many things happened for this stream to happen. Did you hear that crackle? Oh, you heard it, Jake. You heard it. That is the crackle. That is the crackle. That's everything. That's everything, man. That is everything. Look, I'm honestly pumped for a lot of things in vaping right now. I really want Tony B's Pulse AIO. I really want it. And I saw pictures of the .AIO V2, and I was like, oh, they ruined it. They put a screen on it, and that bums me out. So, yeah, I'm dying to get a Pulse AIO. This is still restricted. I don't even care. You can call me a liar, but that feels restricted to me. Clearly not as restricted as, the Keo, but it was pretty close. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, we got a super chat. Where'd you go, super chat? Jason, how's it going, bro? Try my coils while listening to cattle decapitation? Is that how it has to work? Okay, I wasn't sure. Is that how it has to work? I have to try your coils while listening to cattle decapitation? All right. Look, I like me some cattle decapitation. I got to see cattle decapitation in San Diego. Hometown show for cattle decap in San Diego. Great show. Loving the flavor on this. Rich. It's a rich flavor. I want to try so many liquids in this now. My original plan was to put the testing grounds LBBC in here. LCBC from testing grounds, but no, that was already in a dripper. It's already tastes delicious in there. I'm going to have to try it in here now. I'm going to have to try it because flavor, bro, flavor. Dang. Mission accomplished, you guys. Mission accomplished. Hang the banner on the aircraft carrier. mission accomplished for the Keo. Had a little dangle clack with the wicking, but look, it looks like we got it. And thank you to everybody in the chat. Pam, Todd, Sasa. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name exactly, but I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate the help. Thank you for everybody in the chat for helping me out, you know. Struggle to build things. Struggle to build things. So I guess this is where we're going to end this. Appreciate you guys coming out. If you have any questions, please let me know down below in the comments. I'll try my best to get you answered. If you have a suggestion like, hey, Grimm, in the review, can you try this? Or, hey, Grimm, can you try this? Will you do this in the review? Will you try that? Will you try it with this coil? Just let me know. I'm open to all suggestions. Open to any and all suggestions, you guys. But thank you so much for being here. We're past 3 o'clock, so I'm going to go eat some lunch, and I'm going to continue enjoying really the ever-loving crap out of this Keo. Like, this was a surprise of the week. Sasha? Sasa? Am I saying it way wrong? Is everybody laughing at me right now? If you guys are laughing at me, just please let me know. Everybody have a great night. I appreciate you being here. And just remember, smoking is terrible for you, and vaping is way, way, way better. The FDA, our FDA. Dell? All right, Dell. That's easy, Sasa Dell. Can I call you Sasa Dell? Come on, let me do that. Sasa Dell, Sasa Dell, Sasa Dell. Our own U.S. FDA, Food and Drug Administration, has said that vaping is appropriate for the protection of public health. So let's get out there and protect some mother trucking public health, you guys. Have a great night. Be excellent to each other. I'm gonna play the intro in reverse because it's my favorite thing. I would encourage you to stick around, listen for any messages you might hear. But otherwise, keep on vaping. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're doing a TBN again. It's going to be activism-based. We're going to be tweeting facts. Enough is enough. It's time our politicians learn some facts. So, much love. I'll speak with you very soon.